Hello guys! As you've probably noticed, Naturist FKK and nudist beaches all over the world have been disappearing. Wherever we go, we actually experience and see fewer and fewer of them. Take a look at my list of 10 most iconic resorts and beaches which have disappeared in recent years.
Tiagara Beach in Byron Bay had an official Clothing Optional CO designation since 1998, making it a well-known location for naturism in Australia. However, in 2024, the NSW National Parks and Wildlife Service, NPWS, revoked this status. The area is now legally designated as standard clothing textile required, and violators can face fines representing a definitive loss of an officially protected naturist space. Dianza Springs was established as one of the largest and most historic clothing optional/naturist resorts in the United States. Following a change in ownership and management, the resort introduced a strict dress code in September 2023, requiring clothes in common areas. By late October 2023, the management fully banned all public nudity, permanently converting the property into a standard clothing/textile resort. The secluded areas around Las Salinas within the San Pedro del Pinatar Natural Park were historically popular for tolerated nudity/de facto nudist sunbathing. In 2024, the local government passed a new municipal ordinance. This law specifically bans total nudity and carries substantial fines, ranging from €100 to €750 for non-compliance, effectively transforming the popular spot into a strictly standard clothing/textile area. Corton Beach holds the distinction of having been Britain's longest-serving official naturist beach, FKK. Despite its long history, the official designation was withdrawn by the local council in 2009. The primary reason cited was coastal erosion, but this action legally eliminated its protected status, resulting in the beach reverting to the default status of standard clothing textile required for public use. Historically, certain remote sections of Dermy Beach, particularly an area known as Dave's Bay, were recognized as a popular naturist/nudist spot. However, aggressive commercial development and the construction of large hotel complexes in recent years have overwhelmed the area. This influx of non-naturist tourism has made the practice of naturism effectively impossible in the former secluded area, leading to its transition to a standard clothing/textile dominated tourist destination. Lupin Lodge is a significant example of a private, clothing optional naturist resort that has been in operation since 1935. As of 2024, the property is up for sale, and the prevailing concern among the naturist community is that the anticipated new owners intend to go textile, meaning the closure of the naturist institution and its conversion into a standard clothing/textile property, although a portion of the beach was later redesignated as clothing optional. The original history of Hanlan's Point saw a severe diminishing of status. Nude bathing had been informally practiced since 1894. However, a blanket ban on nude bathing was implemented in 1930, forcing the entire beach to observe standard clothing textile rules for many decades, demonstrating an early historical example of a nude ban. The remote Bay 1 section of Jacob Riis Park was a haven for tolerated nudity/unofficial CO throughout the 1960s. This tolerance ended in 1974, when a city law was passed that specifically prohibited nudity. The enforcement of this legal prohibition effectively eliminated the tolerated naturist practice, making the entire park and its beaches subject to the standard clothing/textile rule. In the 1990s, a remote section of the coastline near Bridlington was officially designated as a nudist beach, FKK, by the local authority. However, due to public complaints and local opposition, the council ultimately overturned this designation shortly after its establishment. This revocation immediately ended its legal naturist status, reverting the area to a standard clothing textile beach. Plage de Tahiti became internationally famous in the 1960s and 70s for its widespread and glamorous public nudity, widely FKK-tolerated nudity, along much of its length. Over the decades, rising commercial development, the presence of exclusive restaurants, and increased enforcement of public decency laws have led to a gradual diminishing of this status, restricting nudity to limited, often discreet, far-end sections, making the majority of the beach primarily standard clothing and textile.